Something we never thought we'd talk about, and that is the official incorporation of Santan Valley with the mayor, Darren Schnepp. Thanks for doing this.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Let's start with the beginning with you, growing up here.
Yeah.
Did you ever imagine that you would see the growth you've seen in the Far East Valley?
No. In fact, I think even my father said that it's unimaginable, the growth that took place out there in that area, and upwards to 100,000 people just in the Santan Valley area is just amazing and monumental. And it's an area that has a lot of continued growth and potential.
With your family's history out there, it's got to be important to you to have growth, but managed growth and do it the right way. What's the plan? What's the goal?
The goal?
Yeah.
Right now, well, we're a new incorporated municipality, so there's a lot that we have just to get everything put together so that when the day comes when the first elected officials, they'll have something to take over. The goal is to have what we all wanted, was self-determination. And that's what we achieved through this vote. And we hope to have our own amenities and to see our tax dollars come back to the area where we didn't have that before as unincorporated. So the growth, yes, economic development, and a place that everyone can work, live, and play.
The envy of a lot of the valley is the East Valley. I mean, it's what it has grown into, and watching it progress from Chandler and Mesa and then out, going east and Gilbert. But Santan Valley is now a destination. You are no longer a secret. So how do you manage that growth? How do you not allow it to happen where it's overwhelming?
Well, we're going to be able to control a little bit more of the growth that comes out, where before it was under the county guidance. And when you go to the county, you have a 5-member board. Only one of them lived in the area. So now the citizens will have the determination of how are we going to grow? What is that we want to attract? Businesses are coming. It's not, like you said, it's known now. And it was starting to gear up anyways, because we had a couple of big box stores come out like Home Depot, and now we have a Winco, and they're exceeding their profit levels that they thought they were going to get. So I think the word's out, and it's not going to be a secret. So we have to do a good job at managing the growth and having our own planning and zoning that will be able to help determine, what is it that we're going to give for land designations. Right now the county, and I sit on the Planning and Zoning Commission for Pinal County, so that got me into this mode of seeing what was happening in our area and how land was being changed.
What is it that when you look at, let's say Scottsdale, when I go to Scottsdale, they work hard to preserve their heritage and history of being a Western town. Watching that happen and what it's exploded into in Scottsdale, how do you prevent that, or do you want to prevent that in Santan Valley, where you keep your history and your heritage, the agriculture heritage and the Western lifestyle heritage of Santan Valley, while welcoming growth and business?
Well, we want to be mindful of those who have been out there a long time and have some acreage, and let them have the opportunity to preserve what they like and how they want to live. However, we can't stop growth. Growth is going to happen. So if we can manage it in a proper way, and we need a mix. We got 100,000 people out there, and more is going to come.
It's amazing.
But we need economic development now. And we got a lot of state land in there. So that's why I say there's a lot of potential for Santan Valley to grow. And we just have to be aware of what the citizens would like, because that's what we have now, is local government that is voted in, will be voted in by the citizens. And so we have to do a good job in preserving.
So if you could do what you wanted, just you wanted, take me forward 5 or 10 years. What does Santan Valley look like in 5 or 10 years?
Oh, in 5 and 10 years, hopefully that as we are receiving the revenues that we get from the state share revenues and everything, we'll have our departments that we need, public works. I don't know if in 5 years we'll have our own police and fire, but we can have intergovernmental agreements with those while we build up the community and help attract more businesses. As a lot of people said out there, we want sit-down restaurants.
Right.
We don't want drive-through restaurants.
Right.
So, and industrial. I think that would be a good where people can stay at home.
I'm so happy to see what's happened out there. I love that part of the valley, and congratulations on your growth, and thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Appreciate you and your time. Thanks for having me.
It's amazing to see what's happening all across the valley, but Santan Valley truly is growing and growing the right way. We'll be back.